The script for Romancing the Stone was the first screenwriting credit for Diane Thomas, who was working as a waitress when she came up with this idea. As she said, she wanted to write about a woman who became her own heroine, so Thomas spent her free time in between shifts typing up the screenplay. Her journey from waitress to screenwriter was the stuff of American dreams, going from minimum wage to being one of the highest paid writers in Hollywood. Michael Douglas thought this was the most well-rounded script he'd ever read, and Kathleen Turner praised Thomas for centering a woman in an adventure film, saying that usually in Hollywood, women were just sidekicks or scenery. Sadly, Diane Thomas died in a car accident 2 months before the sequel to Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile, was released in 1985, so her success was brief, but the huge box office success of both films gave a real boost to Kathleen Turner's career. Turner would go on to enjoy more success during the 1980s with an Oscar nomination for Peggy Sue Got Married, teaming up with Douglas for a third time in The War of the Roses, and being the voice of Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And we are continuing our celebration of 80s ladies on TCM. After this break, we'll see 3 fabulous women take on their misogynistic male boss in a workplace comedy from 1980. Stay watching.
Next on TCM, 9 to 5, then Working Girl, and later Protocol. TCM's worth its weight in Goldie tonight. Get ready for the adventure of a lifetime.